European markets all lower. The worst losses in Paris and Frankfurt, where they're down more than 1%. AXA's chief economist said it could take weeks for us to tell how Omicron will change the policy conversation. Thomas Buberl is the chief executive of AXA. He is with me now in New York. Your chief economist says it could take weeks for the policy conversation to become clear. But if you're running an insurance company, you need to, how is the current COVID situation affecting you at AXA?
It affects us all because we thought that we were more or less in control, having a great vaccine distribution, and we see that we are now back in a situation that even requires lockdown in some areas. And this is very much linked to the overall confidence and trust that populations have in the management of COVID. And so this obviously then goes very much to how the business climate is, and having a couple weeks of unclarity and means that confidence will shrink. And this is bad for the business climate. In an insurance business, this also offers opportunities because COVID is a risk for all companies. We are there to help our customers to reduce risk and better manage risk. So we see both sides of COVID in our business.
And in that sense, the potential for mandates in Europe. Don't worry, I understand the difficulties, the ethics, the whole thing like that. But from a business point of view, it makes perfect sense. And from an insurance point of view, in terms of risk, if mandates are introduced, that would be beneficial.
Yeah, look, we've seen in Europe two different types of countries. One type of country, and that is more the south of Europe, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, that have been extremely disciplined and where cases are not skyrocketing and where also vaccination rates have been much higher. And then you see the north, where the situation at the moment is not under control. And so instilling more discipline and making things more of an obligation is the next steps to go after we have failed to do it on a voluntary basis.
The climate change issue, all right, COP's over, COP26, they've all gone home. We've got net zero by 2050. Everybody says that. But from an insurance company's point of view, what are you insuring against?
So climate change for us is an extremely important issue because we see it on the investment side in the question of where do we invest in. And we see it also on the insurance side, be it that we are exposed to natural catastrophes, be it that we see the health effect of climate change. So for us, we see both sides. And what is important as an insurance company, being an actor in society, is to make sure that we are playing our role. And we started very early on with the divestment from coal, and today we are very much on underwriting and investment, being extremely strict, focusing on the transition of climate.
And that transition, okay, how much of your investment strategy is, when I say towards green tech, it's a jargon phrase, but you know what I mean, in the sense of, are you prepared to invest in the potential of these green tech companies?
Yes, we have to, if you want to be serious. We have to do three things. We have to, one, get out of the industrial sectors that are clearly not willing to transition. We have to, secondly, make sure that we are helping the companies that want to transition and have a clear transition plan. And we need to invest into new technologies that enable to replace what is not being invested in anymore. So you have to play on all fronts, not only from the investment perspective, but also from the underwriting of risk perspective. And therefore we said just rechanging and retooling and refocusing your investment is not enough. We therefore founded the Net Zero Insurance Alliance, which brings together all the major commercial insurers to make sure that we are applying the same principles of sustainable underwriting also on the risk side.